In this video, I will show you how to do footsteps, my gear, for a Foley movie. A movie that I have to do the footsteps for. It's a cinema movie called American Sweatshop from director Uta Briesewitz. She worked on Stranger Things and Black Mirror and back in the days on The Wire. And I want to show you how the footstep thing is gonna work when you record yourself. My goal is that you get an idea of how it feels and is to be in the industry. And this is my unique workflow. You can just have a look and find your own style from that. If you're really interested in learning Foley and sound design for movies and games, this video is for you. So let's go. I have a scene that is in the hospital. For hospital, I like those soft shoes. At the moment, I'm just having this microphone on here. Let's switch on the other two mics that are here pointing towards the ground. Maybe I can even switch off this microphone here. Gone. Now I hear that my surface is not really working. For hospitals, I like a little bit of squeak here and there. This shoe, it's not gonna work. Here, this is also a common shoe for hospitals. It's more in the background, a little bit more reverb. Yeah, the first take is a bit too clicky for me. So therefore I'm rendering it with the crackle from RX. Yeah. Okay, I like that. Now going through the scene and analyze what's going on, because if only there might be some stuff in the background, and indeed there is just a little tiny movement there. Let's record that. Okay, put that on the background footstep tracks because it's really far away and there was one movement that I did that was not necessary, so I'm already deleting that. Next scene, it's a restaurant, a little bit of background stuff going on. For that, almost same setting, but I will use a different shoe, something like that. Try to get the laces inside already so that they don't make an additional sound. Maybe get rid of the main mic from the floor. So it's only that mic now. I'll try that. Okay, so there is another person walking. I like the take that I recorded. Go again. Different shoe. So the thing is, it just enters only here after 11 seconds of me walking. The person is coming into the on and then also just in the background. So let's reduce first 5 seconds, then do a little fade on the direct sound, and I'm recording the reverb that you're also hearing on a separate mono track, so I can always work with the fades of the direct signal and the reverb and make different volume adjustments, so to create further perspectives that I'm not able to do while I'm performing because I'm recording myself. Okay, and then in the beginning there was like way in the back there was also a couple of people walking, so we can make now even more reverb. Yeah. And then I'm also walking differently. That's also a nice thing when you're sitting. You can walk like many people at the same time. So a group walking like that. And as I want to be very far in the back, I cannot come too close to the mics. And I also cannot normally perform the footstep because I want to trigger the reverb so that I have something audible, but still it is way back and it feels natural. Okay, let's do that. And the sound designers, they want an extra layer for wood floor creaking. And for that, I have to figure out whether my microphones are in the right position or if I have to bring them closer towards my wood area. Before I do that, I switch on all 3 microphones, which I did right now. Maybe you can already hear the difference because I have more volume, more depth in my voice now. This is coming from my low-end microphone, which is an SM7B that has a special treatment on it for low end. And the MKH416 is also here, which is my main shotgun mic that is pointing towards the floor. And it's always off axis to my main surface here. And this surface, which is the whole floor of the room, also poured concrete. It's more directed towards this area, but still not pointing directly where my feet are, still a little pointing away from that. The cool thing is, if I want to make like heavier footsteps, even while I'm sitting, I can just go closer to the microphone and I can create weight and distance and perspective. I mean, it's easier when I'm standing. Let's get rid of the trousers. You see, a lot of weight is coming to the footsteps, although this is a concrete floor that is really solid. And the secret is within this SM7B. Okay, long story short, let's do the footsteps. So this little movement with the scrapes of my foot is too close. It sounds, compared to the impacts, it sounds way closer, like just a meter closer to the mic, let's say. So I think I have to do this again. This is a cinema movie, so I have to go really deep on the details. There was also a little bit of my cable here that was maybe hitting the chair, so why not do the whole take again? It takes me only 10 seconds more. Let's record some Creaks as an addition. Now a man is standing up from his chair, walking through an office. And this is happening on carpet. And I think after that, I will end the video so that you can go ahead and do the stuff yourself and not to waste too much of your time, because now you know already how things are going. So you should start and record your own steps. So this person has shoes, but I can't see them. So therefore it's kind of irrelevant. This person will be shown later on with shoes, but this is not a proof that this person has the same shoes. And even then it might be sneakers all along. So therefore I'm going for sneakers. And that's what I like about this IKEA carpet, because it is rubber underneath. I can still get some texture out of it. It's not just a flat carpet sound. And mic'd that way, I have a certain triggering of the reverb as well, and therefore the sound gets some traction and can a bit distribute through the room, so that it is still possible to hear it without being too much in your face. Okay, again I wanted to do some perspective. There was a jump cut in the beginning when the person moved towards the other person, and then the camera stays as it is, but then the character walks towards the camera. So I want to increase the loudness, but one step was just too much. So let's do it again, now knowing that there's the jump cut and then the other thing. Last but not least, our main character is also entering the office. So more or less same thing, but a bit, yeah, more or less the same thing. Okay, let's do it. No, it has to be more further away. So I'm getting rid of the mics down below. I'm just using that one. Okay, let's listen to that. It's good because she's female, a bit lighter. I also don't feel the weight too much, and the amount of impact that is generated in order to stick through the mix, but still being very on the surface and not like in your face kind of thing. That's the thing that you have to achieve when you record Foley. Apart from being in sync and getting the right level of knowing what to anticipate in terms of movement of the character. So if you like that, please subscribe to the channel and comment about what you just saw if that helps you with learning it. And if you're really dedicated to becoming a Foley artist or a professional sound designer in video games or film, then comment me the word industry and I will send you a link to set up a free call with me in order to see if we match for my mentorship community. So if you're interested in that, comment the word industry or DM that to me on Instagram, and then we can talk about that if you want. Thanks for watching. Here are a couple of other videos for you, and see you in the next one. Peace, the Foley teacher.